morning. I'm Ruchi Sharma. We have got you all the latest news and updates from the blockchain technology world. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Tether accused of unlawful and deceptive practice in new class action lawsuit. UK watchdog bars Papa John's 6 others from displaying crypto advertisements. CoinMarketCap faces glitch with crypto prices poll valuating. NYDIG concludes $1 billion funding round, raising valuation above $7 billion. A tenth of Cardano top whales hold 94% of ADA's total circulating supply. Vodafone to auction NFT of the world's first text message to help refugees. Circle's USDC stablecoin deployed on Avalanche blockchain. Enright dives into the crypto space, announces NFT of its Pod Sketch. Twitch builds new gaming NFT marketplace on Solana. Solana Ventures, Forte, Griffin invest $150 million in blockchain gaming. A major stablecoin issuer, Tether, has been hit with a class action lawsuit accusing the company's practices are immoral, unethical, oppressive, and scrupulous. The case was filed in the District Court of South New York by two individuals, Matthew Anderson and Sean Dolica, disputing Tether's claim that its cryptocurrency is backed by 1:1 dollar reserves. The class action lawsuit alleges that Tether breached the contracts it had entered into with its participants. The plaintiffs have sought compensatory and consequential damages, the amount of which will be determined at trial. The class members claim that they would not have purchased or would have paid less for the tokens had they known all the undisclosed facts about Tether's internal operations. They are now seeking monetary and non-monetary relief allowed by law. Tether termed the lawsuit as a nonsense copycat lawsuit, claiming that it would aggressively litigate its meritless claims. The Advertising Standards Association has found 7 cryptocurrency advertisements in breach of its rule, with ads from Papa John's and the financial services app eToro among them. The banned Papa John's website promotion offered consumer free Bitcoin worth £10, as well as telling customers that they could save £15 when they spent £30 or more and got £10 worth of Bitcoin from Luno. All 7 ads or promotions were banned for irresponsibly taking advantage of consumers' inexperience and for failing to illustrate the risk of the investment. The other companies whose advertisements were found to be in breach of the norms included Coinbase, a cryptocurrency trading platform; eToro UK, a stocks and cryptocurrency trading platform; Payword for displaying a digital poster for Kraken, an online cryptocurrency exchange; Exmo Exchange, a YouTube video promoting cryptocurrency exchange Exmo; Luno Money, a cryptocurrency exchange service; and Coinbase Europe, a cryptocurrency exchange platform for displaying a paid-for Facebook ad for Coinbase. The bans come as the advertisement watchdog declared crypto marketing a red alert area after launching an investigation in November into a TFL ad campaign for the cryptocurrency Floki Inu. CoinMarketCap, a key source for tracking the prices of cryptocurrencies, witnessed a glitch in late afternoon Tuesday, resulting in displaying of cryptocurrency prices which were in multiples of the real value. The price of a single Ethereum coin, for example, rose more than $500 billion, while the real price was around $3,800, while Bitcoin price was displayed as $789 billion. CoinMarketCap, in a late evening tweet, explained that the shocking jump in price of a variety of cryptocurrencies was due to price issues and wasn't real. The website said it was investigating the issue and would update the status with more information. As such, it's unclear whether this was a security incident or simply a glitch. NYDIG, a technology and financial services firm dedicated to Bitcoin, raised $1 billion in a funding round led by Westcap and Morgan Stanley. The latest funding round valued NYDIG at more than $7 billion. Other investors in the funding round included Morgan Stanley, Affirm, New York Life, MassMutual, December Venture Partners, FinTech Collective, FIS, and Fiserv. NYDIG will use the capital to develop its Bitcoin-focused platform by integrating Bitcoin protocol upgrades like Lightning payments, asset tokenization, and smart contracts. NYDIG began in 2016 and spun off into a separate entity in 2017 with a mission to make Bitcoin accessible to all by providing technology and financial services solution to banks, fintech companies, investment managers, and institutions, among others. It is also a subsidiary of holding company StoneRidge, a $12 billion alternative asset manager. According to Finbold, 10% of Cardano's top whale addresses hold 94% of the total circulating supply in the market. The whales own about 31 billion of the 33.43 billion circulating coins accessible in ADA, according to Coinmetrics. The number of ADA tokens stored in the whales' addresses has been steadily increasing since this year, according to statistics. Market participants believe that accumulating more ADA at this critical time will lead to the Cardano network's ongoing development, while some believe that this move confirms Cardano's recent efforts to establish its own smart contract and DeFi ecosystem. Vodafone is auctioning a non-fungible token of that first SMS through Augetis auction house in France, which is expecting bids from all across the world at an auction on December 21st, according to a report. The buyer must pay using Ether cryptocurrency, and all proceeds will go to UNHCR, the UN Refugee Agency, which is dedicated to helping the 82.4 million individuals who have been forced to escape their homes due to conflict and persecution. The buyer will get exclusive ownership of a detailed, unique replica of the original communication protocol that transmitted the world's first SMS. This first text message received in 1992 is a historic testament to human and technological progress. We are delighted to be able to support the sales of this landmark piece of history. For this case, the auction house said. Circle said on Tuesday that its USD stablecoin has been launched on the Avalanche blockchain network. Circle said that USDC support on Avalanche might empower more developers to create eco-friendly decentralized finance applications as part of the release. According to data from DeFi Llama, Avalanche's DeFi scene has risen to $10.6 billion from $300 million in total value locked since August. USDC will be available on the Avalanche contract chain to enable the seamless construction of Ethereum-compliant contracts, as Avalanche is compatible with Ethereum's smart contract specifications. Stablecoins are crypto assets that are pegged to an underlying asset, such as a fiat currency, to maintain stability in value. Swedish tech company Einride is all set to give a miraculous experience of its self-driving electric transport vehicle, the POD. The company is coming up with non-fungible tokens, which will be the first sketch of the pod drawn by the company itself. Einride has claimed that the pod sketch is the first in a series of NFTs with a starting bid of $2,016 on the OpenSea platform. Twitch co-founder Justin Kan has made a huge announcement in Web3 gaming metaverse. Kan announced the formation of Fractal, which is a marketplace for gaming-related NFTs led by Twitch. Interestingly, Fractal will serve as a primary marketplace for gamers to buy NFTs directly from game companies, and it will act as a secondary marketplace for peer-to-peer trading. These NFTs will be based on Solana blockchain, as it provides low cost and high transaction speed, which is an attractive feature for game companies. That's all in the bulletin for now. Keep watching Crypto TV.